Alright guys, good morning, welcome back to FX Fabric. We're continuing in the market analysis today, and right in front of me, as you can see, we are looking at US30. Let's begin from the daily. The weekly, it's clear we're in an uptrend which doesn't need, guys, a microscope. You can see what's going on here. Yeah, and let's see what's interesting on the daily. Guys, what happened yesterday? Something happened. Look at this. You see, we've been forming some bearish engulfings here. 1, 2 for 3 days in a row. And yesterday, you can see which kind of candle we formed around here. You see, we came, resisted this area, went back up. You can see this candle here. This is the candle creating resistance here. And never know, we may break through it or we may continue to the highs. But in the past 3 days, we've been in a downtrend. Generally it's an uptrend, but somebody can call it a retracement. You see 1, 2, 3 candles, and once you see these 3 candles, the next candle may be actually bullish. You see, look at here, 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 4th candle we got a good doji hit down here, and we got a hammer. You see, we got an inverted hammer here, and then a bullish engulfing. We may get something similar here, but that may happen till around this area. You see, we may come back around this area, but in the meantime, looking at these 3 candles, we are bearish. Okay. Today we have some news coming out. Initial jobs claims. Where are you? Yeah, job openings. No. Initial jobs claims today. Yeah, you see, high impact news. The job claims, they look positive, so buyers may step in to push the market back up here and level up this candle to equal up to this area. That's very possible. But in the meantime, I wouldn't just step into the market and just buy like that after these 3 candles, after these 3 massive red candles up there. Okay, though it's an uptrend, always, guys, pay attention to the mini trends which are forming along the way. Okay, so on the daily, you can see I already have some of my trend lines here, and yeah, there is an inner trend line here which I drew, and you can see how it disrespectfully broke through it, and yep, and it continued to drop. Okay, so let's move on to the 4-hour time frame. We are going to be placing some support and resistance lines, as I explained to you guys before. US30, US100, these markets, they respect zones. You see, for a person who trades supply and demand, you can all easily find supply and demand zones here. The same thing can be for a person who trades support and resistance. So these are 3 different concepts. Sorry, they are totally different concepts. But one thing you should know: order blocks, support, supply and demand, support and resistance. Don't be surprised that these areas happen in similar zones. You understand? You see, for those who trade ICT, you know what order blocks are, and you'll be surprised to find, look at this area. You can see these zones here, and you will be surprised. You shouldn't be surprised that you'll find your order block being in the same zone as somebody who placed their supply there. In this case, it's a demand zone. You see, and if somebody decides to place a resistance line here, a support line here, you can see how different are you. So that's trading for you guys. You find similarities in different strategies, and people trade different strategies. That's why you can decide to choose. You can choose to trade one strategy, but all strategies are similar. It's the market. The market is always there, and it will not change. It will move from one zone to another. Whether you see it as an order block, whether you see it as a supply or demand zone, whether you see it as a support and resistance zone, we are all in the same market, and we should be looking in the same direction. If we are looking in different directions, somebody definitely is going to lose money somewhere. Okay, guys, on the 4-hour time frame, we can draw some lines. Wow, look at this area. Look at this area here. Okay, just look at it. How many times? Once. Well, this is once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Third time, on the fourth time, expect what? You should expect a change in market structure. Took off, came and found, settled around this area. You see, around this zone. You see, we pushed, boom, came, settled around here, boom, pushed through it, came, made it a support, pushed straight up. You see, we pushed straight up to find a new area to settle around. Pushed straight through this zone. I would have looked at this high, but look at how it disrespected it. Pushed straight through, came back and found a new area as a support. You see, why I would call for somebody who trades supply and demand, I do sometimes. You can explain this area as an area of demand. Why? Because why is market coming around back to this area several times? The first time it comes, takes off. Second time it comes, it takes off at first. You can see this was a massive green candle. If it closed up here, well, I use blue. It's a massive blue candle. If it closed up here, those are buyers telling you we want to push this market up high. But what happened? Got rejected immediately and formed a bearish candle here, which came to settle around the same area. What's that telling you? It tells you that they are buyers. They are sitting back in the background. They want to push this market higher, but they don't have enough trades. They don't have enough orders to push this market up high. So what happens? They are the same people who are pushing the market below here. They make a few sell-offs to induce sellers to sell, thinking the market is going to break through here and come back below here. But once they induce sellers to sell off those positions, they are freeing up those positions for these guys to come and grab them. You see, this grabbing, they came down here. For anybody who placed their stop loss below here, you see, they induced sellers to sell and they left stop losses up here, right? So here they took out their stop losses. But as the sellers continue to sell down here, for somebody who saw these rejections, they thought, oh, let's go and buy. They bought, and look at how they took out them here. That is what I call a stop loss hand. You see, they took them out here and then pushed the market back up there after freeing up all positions from both sellers and buyers. Now, that is the principle of supply and demand. You see, for somebody who says it's a support and resistance, he's right. It's a support area, and it's supporting the price, the market, so that it doesn't break through this zone. Same story happened here. We came back up here and we found a new zone here. You can see a mini zone. For here, let's move on to the 1 hour time frame and you will see what I'm talking about. Okay, so where were we? We were around, we've been around this area, but you can see it came here and took off, came around this zone. You can see here, guys, this is called price action. Okay, you can see how we are breaking down the market, and do you see how interesting it is? It is very interesting, guys. So you can see this area where the buyers came and decided to take the market back down because they didn't have enough positions to take off. And look at how the market came back to that same area. They decided to push the market below. It settled around this area and they continued to refill. You see, I call these actually like fuel stations. You don't have enough gas, you come back to that same zone, you fill in more gas and take off. Came back here, didn't even touch it, they filled their tanks again and took off again. The next time we came once, twice, 3 times, and third time explained something different. Maybe on the 4th time. So what happened? We broke through this area and came back to this zone. You can see how this market moves. We came back to this zone, pushed back up, and finally successfully broke through this trend line. You see, continued to play around this zone and broke through to the next zone of support. Now you can see how the previous support zones, what are they becoming? They are becoming resistance areas. You see, we break through and we expect now this zone, this market, to push back up here for this support become a resistance. You see, when you see the previous support areas becoming resistance, what does that mean? The trend is changing. You see, we broke through this trend line, broke through here, retest a little, come back here, but we one of our previous supports became a what? A resistance. We expect a similar thing to happen here. The market may come back here, settle around this area and push back down, you see. But as I told you, we have don't trade before the news comes out. It's a very high impact news, initial job claims, and it looks very positive. So that's why I see we may push the market back around here, test this liquidity up here, or maybe sweep it, and then the market will continue down to this area, you see. So that's what we see for today in US30. Guys, as I told you, I have my mentorship going on. It's starting soon, like in 2 weeks, and don't forget to book your positions. Choose, shoot me a message, and I'll book a place for you. I'm only taking on 10 people because I want to dive deep into the markets intensively with all my traders, break down price action, look at supply and demand, support and resistance zones. We are not going to touch ICT because I don't trade ICT, but we shall look at smart money concepts, market maker models. We shall look at fake breakouts and how to maneuver around them. We shall look at stop loss hands and how these guys come and manipulate your stop losses. And we shall take a deeper dive into risk management and trade management. Those are two different topics which as a trader you need to understand them and how to manage your trade in order to reduce the risk of that trade turning against you. And what else? Of course, fundamentals, they're part of the beginning. You need to know what news to look out for in what market and how they affect these markets. Okay, so guys, it's a 6 months course. If you're ready, please take it on. If you're dedicated, come and yeah, let's learn how to trade. Okay guys, don't forget, check out my channel description. Check out for my Telegram account and also my channel. You'll find there good information. You'll find signals. If you like to use signals, you can use my signals. I place them every day. We take a trade and you can go through my history. You can look at how many trades I've had positive, and you can use those signals. They're free of charge. I don't charge for that. I haven't started a private channel yet for signals. Maybe in the future I will, but in the meantime I'm giving them out for free. Okay, so guys, go subscribe to my channel, leave a like to this video, and also check out my Telegram channel for signals. Sign up, and yeah, you get signals. And shoot me a message if you want the mentorship, and let's begin. Okay, have a nice day guys, have a nice trading day, and please be careful with the news coming out today. Have a great day. Peace.